Period we had seen preparation of bank reconciliation statement under favorable balance method and unfavorable balance method. Okay, so now I'm going to start a new chapter, that is depreciation. Depreciation. So what do you mean by depreciation? So we know that in every business there are some kinds of fixed assets that are used for conducting the business operation. Because why we are purchasing the fixed asset? It increases the earning capacity of the business. Example, plant and machinery, building, motor vehicle. Okay, so these are the example, furniture. So these are the example of fixed assets. Then we know that these assets have a definite span of life. Some expiry date is there, number of life, estimated life of the asset is there. So after that period, it will become useless. It will become useless. So what do you mean by depreciation? Depreciation means fall in the value and utility of the assets due to constant use and expiry of time. That is called depreciation. Means decrease in the value of asset. How the value it will decrease? Due to constant use. If you are using the same assets again and again, same in our home also we are using some of the fixed assets daily, so the value will decrease due to constant use and expiry of time. That is called depreciation. That is called depreciation. Understand? Decrease in the value of asset due to constant use and expiry of a time. So now if you purchased any which one Bullet, any vehicle, otherwise Benz, Audi. So after the period, the value will decrease. If you want to sell, the amount will decrease. So every year the value of which one the vehicle will decrease. That is depreciation. Okay, decrease in the value of asset due to constant use and expiry of time. If you are not using also, due to expiry of time, passage of time, the value will decrease. That is called depreciation. Okay, that is called depreciation. So in company point of view, it is a loss. It is a loss. But it is no need to pay like other expenses. Is it correct? It is not to pay like other expenses. It is a loss only. I will tell objectives, then you will understand. So what do you mean by depreciation? Permanent and continuing diminution in the quality, quantity, or the value of the assets, according to W. Pickles. Okay, that is depreciation. Decrease in the value of assets, fall in the value and utility of assets due to constant use and expiry of time. That is called depreciation. So what are the features? It is a loss in the value of assets. Loss should be gradual and constant. Gradual and constant. Okay, slowly that loss will come and constant. Then it is the exhaustion of the effective life of the assets. So if example, we purchased which one? Machinery for rupees 1 lakh. Lifespan is 10 years. So each year we will consider 10,000 loss. So that is, it is the exhaustion of the effective life of the asset. Then it is a normal feature. Anyway, if you purchased any fixed assets, depreciation will be a normal feature. Okay, so it is a continuous decrease in the value of assets. Then it is the allocation of the cost of assets over the period of time. This is the allocation of the cost of assets, same. So out of 1 lakh, 10,000, 10%, 10,000. It is the allocation of the cost over the period of time. So every period we will write 10,000 as a depreciation. So these are the features of depreciation. It is a loss in the value of assets. It should be gradual and constant. It is the exhaustion of the effective life of the business. Everyone turn on your video. It is a normal feature. It is a continuous decrease in the value of assets. And it is the allocation of cost of assets over the period of their life. Next, causes of depreciations. What are the causes of depreciations? So how depreciation will come? First, constant use of the assets. So no need to explain. If you are using the assets again and again, then their value will decrease. Next, efflux and passage of time. So due to passage of time, the assets value will decrease. If the assets can be used for only 5 years or 10 years, after 10 years, okay, so passage of time, every year the value will decrease. Sometimes if it is in the case of intangible assets, if you got any right, copyright, so if it is for a period of 5 years, then it will decrease. Okay, it is to exist. Which one? End. Then depletion and exhaustion. Depletion, sometimes wasting assets, no, mines, quarries. So if you are extracting the mines and quarries, their value will decrease. So due to depletion and exhaustion. So wasting assets, which one? Their value will decrease due to their extraction. If you extract the minerals, okay, then coal, then their value will decrease. So this is the point of cost of depreciation. Next one, obsolescence. How we are decrease in the value of asset. Then obsolescence. If there is a new invention, new technology, so we purchased one machinery, but due to invention, new technology, otherwise a shift in demand. So through that way, it will lead to decrease in the value of asset. Next, any accident, loss of machinery due to fire, theft, okay, flood, that is also due to decrease in the value of asset. Then a fall in the price, that is also lead to fall in the price of a machinery, that is also lead to decrease in the value of asset. So these are the causes: constant use, passage of time. If it is a depletion, means due to it is related to wasting assets. Okay, patent, copyright. So that after that period, that value will be less. Then obsolescence due to new technology, or which one? Shift in demand. Accident due to fire, theft. Through that way, it will lead to depreciation. These are the causes of depreciation. Next one, need for charging depreciation. Need for charging depreciation. So we know that already we calculated a depreciation in final account. That is only. Okay. So what is the need, importance for charging depreciation? First one, to ascertain the true result of the business. To ascertain the true result of the business. So we know that all the expenses we are writing in the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account debit side. So if you want to know the true net profit, we have to include all the expenses for all the expenses incurred for the purpose of earning revenue. That you have to charge to which one? Profit and loss account. Okay. Otherwise, we won't get the true profit or loss. Means it is a part of cost. So all the cost decrease in the value of asset, that is also a loss for the business. Okay. So we have to consider, we are writing all the expenses, salary, advertisement. So like that, we have to include depreciation also. then only we can ascertain the true profit or loss. Okay, suppose if we are not writing, means our profit will be more, because expense side only we are writing depreciation, then credit side will be more, so it will be more profit, but we won't get the correct profit or loss if we are not including depreciation in the profit or loss account debit side. Okay, next one, to present true balance sheet. To present true balance sheet. So normally what we are doing, whenever we write the balance sheet, asset minus depreciation we are writing. Suppose we are not including the depreciation, then the assets value will be excess of their true values. Is it correct? Suppose if we are not deducting depreciation, means the value will be more, then we won't get the we can't ascertain the correct financial position of the firm. Same like which one? First point. There means if we are not writing depreciation on the debit side of profit and loss account, because it is an expense, loss, so we have to include. But one thing you have to remember, it is not paid like other expenses. I will show. Next point you will understand from this. Okay, to present a true balance sheet. So suppose if we are not showing the depreciation in the balance sheet, the value will be more. Okay, so compared to their true values, so it will not present the true financial position of the business. Okay, next to ascertain, to provide a fund for replacement of assets. To provide a fund for replacement of assets. To provide funds for replacement of assets. So what is this? We know that depreciation we are writing on the debit side of profit and loss account. But one difference is there compared to other expenses. Means it is not paid in cash like other expenses. Is it correct? It is not paid in cash like other expenses. Suppose salary, we have to pay cash. Advertisement, we have to pay cash. What do you mean by depreciation? What do you mean by depreciation? Suppose net profit is 1 lakh. We got profit 1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, so 10,000 we are keeping as a reserve. Suppose machinery, I am example I am telling, machinery 10%. Suppose 10,000. Profit is 1 lakh. 1 lakh, out of 1 lakh we are keeping. Out of profit we are keeping some amount as a reserve. So that's why I am telling it is not paid like other expenses. But other expense means we have to pay through cash. But here means we are keeping reserve, provision. So for what purpose? So in every year we are charging depreciation. It is not paid. It is not paid. We are keeping as a source of revenue. It is retained in the business. For what purpose? So if it is the which one? Suppose asset is for use for only for 10 years. So 10 years we will keep 10,000. Then at the end, what we will do? This amount, what we are keeping now, that amount we will use for replacement of asset. That then no need to which one depend other fund. So now already we created a reserve provision for depreciation. So this amount we can utilize for purchase of new machinery. Clear? Okay, that's why it is not paid in cash like other expenses. It is a source of revenue which are retained in the business. Retained in the business. We are keeping. Otherwise, no. Suppose if we are not writing depreciation, so that amount we have to distribute to the shareholders, partners. Clear? Then on that basis, we have to give tax also. Then the more amount of tax we have to give, because if example, if we are not deducting depreciation means we will get 1,10,000. On that basis, we have to, suppose if we are not writing 10,000, so suppose net profit is which one? 1 lakh without deducting, without writing depreciation. So if you write 1,10,000, okay, if you are not writing depreciation means amount is 1 lakh. So if you write which one? 1 lakh. If you write depreciation, then net profit will be 90,000. Okay, so if you are not writing depreciation in the profit and loss account debit side, amount of net profit is 1 lakh. So on this basis, we have to pay tax, dividend. So if you write, then only on the base of 90,000 only we have to distribute dividend. Okay, so next one. To distribute, to ascertain the accurate cost of production, to ascertain the accurate cost of production. To ascertain the accurate cost of production. So, for fixing the sale price, we have to include the cost of production. Cost of production. So, cost plus profit. Cost plus profit. That is equal to sale. So, depreciation is also a part of cost of production, because for what purpose we are using the machinery? For the purpose of conducting the business, for the purpose of production. So we have to include the cost. The cost from cost of production, you have to include depreciation also, because it is also a part of cost of production. So if you are not adding in the cost of production, then we will fix the sale price lower only. Is it correct? So suppose cost of production 50, depreciation if it is 10. So if you are not including 10 means on the base of 50 only we will fix the sales price. So if you are including the which one? Depreciation, then it will be 60 is the value cost. So on that basis we will fix the sale price. So then our profit will increase. Otherwise we will get less profit only. Clear? So to ascertain the accurate, correct cost of production, what we have to do? We have to include. But one thing, it is not paid like other expenses, but you have to treat. We can include, according to the Companies Act, we can include the which one? Depreciation in our profit and loss account, debit side, as an expense. Okay. Then next one, to distribute dividend out of profit only. To distribute dividend out of profit only. Suppose if depreciation is not charged, if depreciation is not charged, then what will be the effect? If depreciation is not charged, then our profit will show more profit. More profit we can show. So on that basis, we have to distribute which one? Dividend. Okay, so we have to distribute more dividend. So what we have to do? So we have to include depreciation. So then that remaining balance, on that base only we have to distribute dividend. Okay, so to distribute dividend out of profit only. Out of profit means you have to include, you have to minus depreciation. That balance, on that base only we have to pay dividend. Okay, otherwise we have to suffer in future. If any loss any arises, it will create a problem, because already we created a server. If there is any new invention, so if there is a emergency, we have to shift the technology, we have to purchase the new technology. Already we created reserve, that fund we can utilize. Otherwise, if we are not creating, means full we are distributing to the shareholders, means it will create a big problem to the organization. Okay, next one, to avoid excess payment of income tax. to avoid excess payment of income tax. So already I said depreciation is a deductible expense for tax purpose. It is a deductible expense for tax purpose. Okay, if a depreciation is not charged means it will show the more profit. So you have to pay more taxes. Already I said. So if it is a profit and loss account, if it is a profit and loss account, credit side 1 lakh, debit side which one 30,000, excluding depreciation. So profit will be 70,000. On the base of 70,000, you have to pay tax. But if you include depreciation as a loss, then 60,000 only. So on the base of 60,000 only, we have to pay tax. So it is a deductible expense for tax purpose. It is a deductible expense for tax purpose. Okay. So in every point they are telling, you have to include the depreciation to ascertain the correct profit, to ascertain the correct financial position, to provide fund for replacement. So you have to keep reserve to ascertain the accurate cost. So cost of expense, you have to include depreciation also. Then according to that only we will fix the price, sale price, then we will get more profit. To distribute dividend out of profit only. Otherwise, the profit shown, it will be more. So that we will distribute, then it will create problems in future. To avoid excess payment of income tax, because it is a depreciation we can write. It is a deductible expense for tax purpose. Okay. So next one, last one, to fulfill legal requirements. To fulfill legal requirements. To fulfill legal requirements according to the Indian Companies Act 2013, 1956, earlier, all the Companies Act 1956. According to that act, the company can write depreciation, can create reserve, can create provision as depreciation in the profit and loss account debit side. They can keep provision from profit. They can take some amount from profit for meeting the depreciation expenses. Okay, it will use for replacement of assets after the expiry of the life of the assets. Okay, so these are the need for charging depreciation. So it is very important, need for charging depreciation to ascertain the true result of the business, to present true balance sheet, to provide fund for replacement of assets, to ascertain accurate cost of production, to distribute dividend out of profit only, to avoid excess payment of income tax, then to fulfill legal requirements. Okay, so these are the need for charging depreciation. So once again, what do you mean by depreciation? Decrease in the value, fall in the value of assets, fall in the utility of assets due to their constant uses and expiry of time. Then causes of depreciation important, constant use of the assets, passage of time, due to that way it will lead to decrease in the value of asset, depletion, exhaustion, obsolescence, accidents, fall in price. Next, need for to ascertain the true result of the business, to present the true balance sheet, to avoid fund for replacement of assets, then to ascertain accurate cost of production, to ascertain the accurate cost of production, to distribute dividend out of profit only, to avoid excess payment of income tax, then last, to fulfill legal requirements. Then last theory, factors affecting depreciation. Factors affecting depreciation. So it is very important for so if you do the problems, it will be used for calculating depreciation. So first, So three factors. If you calculate amount of depreciation, you have to know the three factor. Then it will be easy to calculate depreciation. So you have to remember it is a ledger only. Already we studied ledger. So we have to prepare two ledger: machinery account, asset account, and depreciation. Only that. Okay, 8 mark question. Okay, so factors affecting depreciation. It is easy. Original cost of the asset, estimated useful life of the asset, then estimated scrap value. So first one, original cost of the asset. So how to calculate original cost? Original cost of the asset means the purchase price plus all the expenses incurred for bringing the asset to usable conditions. Otherwise, purchase price plus installation cost. Up to installation, whatever the expenses are included, that is included in original cost. Understand? Bringing the asset to usable conditions, it is determined with the purchase price plus all the expenses incurred for bringing the asset to usable conditions. Example, purchase price plus carriage, otherwise freight, carriage, otherwise freight, plus insurance, plus installation. So these are the expenses that is included in original cost of the asset. Clear? Purchase price plus normally installation only. If example extra any other item means carriage, transportation, carriage, freight, transportation only, carriage, transit, insurance, carriage, transit, insurance, installation charges. Okay, so these are the items included in the original cost of the asset. Means up to erection, usable condition. Erection means installation. Whatever the expense are included, that is included in that we have to include in the original cost of the asset. Okay, next one, estimated useful life of the asset. So this, it is very important because we are calculating depreciation on the base of original cost. We are calculating depreciation on the base of original cost. So how to calculate original cost? Normally cost, purchase price plus installation. Normally extra carriage also will include. Normally carriage. Okay, carriage and installation. Okay, on the base of original cost. Next one, estimated useful life of the asset. What do you mean by estimated life? Estimated life means number of years it can be effectively used for business operations. That is estimated useful life of the asset. Number of years it can be effectively used for business operation. Number of years it can be effectively used for business operations. That is life of the asset. Suppose if the assets can be effectively utilized only for a 10 year, so this 10 year is useful life, estimated lifespan. See, estimated lifespan, service period, service span. Okay, so that is estimated life of the asset. The number of years it can be effectively used for business operation. Suppose it is used for 15 years, means that 15 years is the useful life. Okay, because how to calculate depreciation, you will study original cost minus scrap value divided by estimated life of the asset. Estimated life of the asset. So through that way only we are calculating depreciation. So that's why this is very important. Factors affecting depreciation. Original cost minus scrap value. Okay, so the original cost minus scrap value divided by estimated life. Okay, so next two item we know. Next last, estimated scrap value. Estimated scrap value. What do you mean by scrap value? So it is also known as residual value or breakup value, same only. So one more question, what do you mean by scrap value, breakup value, residual value? Residual value, estimated scrap value. Scrap value means it is the estimated sale value of the assets. Estimated sale value of the assets at the end of its useful life. Estimated sale value of the assets at the end of its service life. That is called scrap value. Estimated sale value. Estimated sale value of the assets at the end of its useful life. Suppose the machinery can be used for a period of 10 years. That is the useful life. Lifespan, second point. Okay, we can use for 10 years. So after 10 years, if you sell that asset, how much amount we will get? Estimation only. Estimated. That's why estimated scrap value. Okay, at the end of the service life, how much amount we will get? That amount is called scrap value. Scrap. Residual value, breakup value. Okay, that is called a scrap value. So it is very important for calculating depreciation. Suppose original cost is 1 lakh, scrap value, if it is 20,000, at the end we will get only 20,000 divided by 10, lifespan 10. So 80,000 divided by 10. So amount of depreciation is 8,000. Okay. Original cost 1 lakh. Scrap value at the end, if you sell, we will get 20,000 minus. Because why we are deducting? So to accurate loss you have to find. This is a loss only to find out. If you are not including which one scrap value means, we will create more depreciation. According to a company set, you have to follow this rule. From original cost, you have to minus scrap value divided by which one? Lifespan 8,000. So you can find rate of depreciation. How? Rate of depreciation is equal to, so 8,000 we got. How much rate is equal to, what is the equation now? Amount of depreciation. Tomorrow I will tell. Amount of depreciation divided by original cost. Okay, amount of assets divided by amount of depreciation divided by original cost into 100 into 100. So amount of depreciation we found 8,000, original cost 1 lakh into 100, 8%. So 1 lakh into 8%. So if you want to find a rate of depreciation, okay, so that I will teach in the next period. I will start a method of depreciation. Okay, in that time I will tell which one, how to calculate the depreciation, how to calculate the rate of depreciation. Now you have to remember factors affecting depreciation. Very important, the theory part, so you can expect it. Okay, 3 mark, 4 mark question from depreciation. Original cost, estimated useful life, scrap value. Okay, any doubt? So now no need to study this one. I will, next class I will teach which one, how to calculate depreciation, then how to calculate the rate of depreciation. So in this chapter you have to study 2 method of depreciation. Okay, then it will be, then we can complete this chapter. Okay, depreciation, it is very easy. Prepare that respective asset and depreciation, only that much. Very easy. Also you can easily complete also within 5 minutes, like a bank reconciliation statement. But only final account only, it will take time. Is it correct? Preparation of trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. Single entry, no problem. That not there. Ascertainment of profit and loss is there. Okay. Then conversion not there, no. But debtors, creditors, bills receivable, bills payable account you have to study. Okay. Any doubt, Atul? Factors affecting. Okay. So next period I will continue. So